let's start this video off by showing you the tools that I use one by one. So right here we have a 5H Faber-Castell graphite pencil. We have a B grade graphite pencil here. We have a B grade carbon pencil, which I mostly use for dark outlines. We have a white pastel pencil here, which I'll use for white highlights. We have a black charcoal pencil here, Conte Paris pencil. We have a grey pastel pencil here. We have a Staedtler pencil. I just normally use this pencil eraser just for the eraser to create highlights. We have a Tombow Monet eraser here, and I love this. This is what I use for highlights and fine white lines. We have a scissors, which I use to cut the ends of the Tombow Monet eraser to keep it sharp and clean. We have a paintbrush here, a hard-headed paintbrush. And we have a soft paintbrush here, which I use for layering a soft layer of graphite or charcoal. We have a tortillon here, which I use for the outlines and creating blemishes and pores. We have a sharpener here, a Conte Paris sharpener, which I mostly use for the Conte Paris pencil. A two-headed sharpener for different sizes of pencils I use. A monolith eraser, a very good, clean, soft eraser this is. Here is just the paper that I lean against to stop myself from smudging over the work. Here is a reference image I'm going to be working from. This is a referenced eye from my cousin Aisha, who was actually one of my first ever subject models. So what I do is I make mental notes of the lightest and darkest tones of the reference. Understanding this is very important for how I achieve my tonal values. The most important thing when studying a reference is understanding the tonal values, the lightest and darkest tones, and shapes. Sometimes it can be very intimidating looking at the detail that you see in an image. I think the most important thing to do is understand the shapes and tonal values first, and then you can start to work into detail. Detail always comes last. Values and layering is always first.